Welcome back to the BryanBuilt Podcast, Episode 5. I'm Chris Malanga. Next to me is Superintendent Rairigh. Mark, we've got a great show today. We're heading under the sea with the cast of the VHS musical The Little Mermaid to talk about the grit it takes to bring a production like that to the stage.
That's right, Chris. From the stage to the bus garage, there's a lot of movement happening in Bryan City Schools. We've got some major updates to share in the newsfeed, but I think you and I both have our eyes on the continuing education we have scheduled for later in the show.
Yeah, we certainly do. We're debuting a brand new segment today called Slang School. Now, Mark and I are putting our heads together to see if we can actually decode what our junior high students are saying in the hallways. We've got a junior high correspondent or two standing by with some video clips to put us to the test. Hopefully, between the two of us, we can scrape together a passing grade and prove we're still locked in with the student body.
It's definitely going to take some teamwork, Chris. I'm just hoping for no red pens on our report card today. But before we head back into the classroom, let's jump into the BryanBuilt newsfeed.
All right, the BryanBuilt newsfeed. 3 biggest things we need to know this week. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah, so we've got some great news coming out of our transportation department. So for all of our listeners out there, I think most know this, but I'm just going to reiterate this in case not. Our goal every day is to see how we can best serve our students, which in turn turns into how we can best serve our community. We have an army of individuals. That's our staff. That's all of our support staff. That's all of the groups in the community that help us be as successful as we can be. We all work collaboratively to try to make the most opportunity possible for our students and help the community thrive. So in the last recent years, we've been able to target certain aspects of how we operate as a school district. So, for example, our food service department. We were able to take advantage of it's called CEP, Community Eligibility Provision Program. And for now the last 2 school years, our students have been able to participate in obtaining free lunches and free breakfasts. We view that as a huge service aspect of helping our students have their bellies full and making sure that they can perform at their highest levels during the school day. If you look at some of the things that you can see with your eye in the recent years, we've got in the world of athletics, we've got the addition of the field turf out at the football stadium. We've got the renovations that happened out at the Washington site for better soccer programming in fields, which ties into the youth programs out there. And then you've got our gymnasium, which is being constructed as we speak right now. The junior high gym being connected to the middle and high school. In the arts, the big thing we all know, it's coming down right now in the demolition phase, but it will be built back up and renovated. That's the big auditorium, our arts and education project happening over there on the just off the downtown square. And then in regard to academics, we've heard loud and clear through our partnership with our business community that our students need the vocational skill sets to be employable right here in our backyard. So we are adding career technical education programming. So those are just some reminders of what we have been working towards and what we're working on and what has been accomplished in recent years. One facet that we have not yet been able to touch is transportation. So we were putting our brains together and trying to find the best ways to enhance transportation services. And we are happy to announce that we are going to be reducing the no transport zone. So the no transport zone is a zone or an area. It's currently 1 mile in radius from our school district in which transportation services do not occur for those families that live inside that radius. The state of Ohio allows districts to go up to 2 miles. We have never gone that far in recent years. It's always traditionally been at this 1 mile. But we took a look at the maps. We took a look at how we can get students who maybe live a little bit further away to get here with busing access. So we are happy to announce that we're reducing that no transport zone down from the current 1 mile down to a half mile.
That's awesome. It's great.
And we felt that that's very important, A, to make sure that our students have the means to get to school if they don't have it. But B, in recent years, we've all noticed the sidewalks that have been installed.
Yep.
Safe routes to school.
Yep.
Safe routes to school. So we had a great partnership there through a grant, and the city helped and get those installed here in the recent years. And we now have sidewalks that connect our campus to Markey, down Markey, all the way up to South Street, and South Street to Main Street. So we are really theoretically trying to reduce our no transport zone down to inside of that safe routes to school pathway. So if you're outside of that pathway, generally you'll now have transportation services. Okay. Not for all, because a half mile is a little bit wonky with how it goes in radius from our district campus. But a large majority of those who still would be in that walk zone, if that's what we want to call it, the walk zone, would still be in that safe routes to school pathway. So we're very excited about this. What this will do is it'll give the opportunity for another 130 students to be eligible for busing. And we were able to pull this off without having to add busing drivers or add new buses, to be honest.
That's great.
Which would both be expenses and logistical planning that would take a lot of time and effort. So we're able to pull this off effective for next school year rather than having this decision be delayed into the future.
As we talked with Ryan in our couple episodes ago, those buses take a long time to get here, and they're expensive.
Very expensive, and the cost just keeps going up. And the lead time to purchase a new bus now is it's quite some time. I mean, it's not like you can purchase a bus today and have it here next week. It's months upon months of lead time. So we're very excited for this decision, and our transportation department has reached out to the families that are impacted who will be seeing increased busing services to see if they need those services, to see if they need it in the morning, to see if they need it in the afternoon. And another aspect of this is the midday routes. So we run midday routes for our preschool students because we have an AM session and a PM session. And for those midday routes, we are happy to announce that we are going to be removing the no transport zone altogether.
Oh, okay.
So that means that every student who is in our preschool program will have transportation made available to them on those midday routes. So we're excited for that because we know it's challenging for a working parent to try to find a way to and from the school in the middle of the work day. So we thought that removing that barrier would have some help and assistance. So we're excited about that announcement as well.
Great. So improving the bus service and down to half a mile.
Yep.
All right.
Lot happening. Thanks to our transportation department, Ryan and Jennifer, for working through that and continuing to work through that as the new families and new individuals get added to those bus routes.
Perfect. All right. How about some retirements at the middle school, high school?
Yeah. So we have a very veteran staff.
We do.
And for those who aren't familiar with the state teachers retirement system, they have made some changes in the recent months and years that have lowered the retirement years of service to make you eligible for certain benefits, for certain retirement benefits. And we have our veteran staff starting to take advantage of those retirement pension adjustments. So we have had teaching retirements, we have had aide retirements in recent years, but it really has not impacted our administrative team until now. So we have just recently learned in the recent weeks that high school principal Steve Allspaw has submitted for his retirement at the end of this school year, and Director of Special Education Julie Taylor has also submitted for her retirement at the end of this school year. So with the two of their retirement announcements, accompanied with the retirement of Mrs. Karen Meister, she's a guidance counselor in that office who has a wealth of administrative tasks and duties that are associated with her role, we're going to be doing a bit of restructuring to plan for the future. So we have some jobs posted, which you'll see we are on the hunt for a middle and high school principal. So we are going back to having a true building head or a true building leader for that 6 to 12 building or the middle and high school combined, at which point we're going to be looking then to have an assistant principal for grades 9 to 12 filled, and that will in essence replace Karen Meister's position. And Mr. Arnold will continue to serve the middle school and the middle school population with the students and staff, but he will support the new middle and high school principal by taking on a bit of a title change, and he's going to be called the assistant principal for grades 6 through 8. And that's to alleviate any confusion with where certain decisions are made, and it really doesn't change his role too much. It just allows our hierarchy of administrative individuals to flow a little bit better in that building. So we appreciate his willingness to work with us on that, and we look forward to finding great candidates to fill these big shoes that have to be filled. And we look forward to what the future holds, but we're also thankful for the many years of service and the time and the dedication and the efforts of those who have announced their retirements because they have helped shape Bryan City Schools into what it is today, and that being a very great place to work and to have our students attend. So thank you to them and congratulations to them.
Some new faces in the office for next year.
That's right. That's right. It's going to different dynamic, but change can be good at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, the third thing. We got some exciting news as far as the coaching staff here in our fall and spring sports.
That's right. So we announced, I believe on our last episode, we discussed that Coach Mackenzie Luce was a Division II Coach of the Year in the realm of swim and dive. And we also learned that in the realm of our tennis program that Coach Mitchell Owens has been awarded a Coach of the Year award. So Coach Owens was issued it's called the OTCA, the Ohio Tennis Coaches Association award for the Ohio Coach of the Year, which is a very prestigious honor. And for those who may not know everything that Coach Owens has completed, I'm just going to rattle through it with you here because it's a lot. So he actually started coaching here in Bryan in 2008, and that was originally with the boys program, but then he also took over the girls program in 2010. And he built a tradition of excellence both on and off the court with both programs because, as you'll see, he has guided our Bryan girls tennis program to 5 OHSAA state tournament appearances in singles and doubles play. And those years were 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2024. And then his teams have also reached the OTCA. Again, that's the Ohio Tennis Coaches Association State Final Four twice. And that was in 21 and 22. Along with that, they have earned 3 consecutive top 10 Division II state rankings in the years of 21 through 23. He has 457 career wins, including 186 with the boys and 271 on the girls' side. That makes him the winningest coach in Bryan tennis history.
Wow. And he's a great guy.
So to say this award is deserved is probably an understatement. Coach Owens has helped build a dynasty over on our tennis courts, and I know, like, when you look at his program, you know, the growth of participation, the growth of success, it doesn't happen by accident. It happens because he serves with a purpose. He has a vision in sight, and he just builds a great camaraderie with those players, both on the court and off the court. They just have so much fun participating in the tennis program, and then he pushes them towards excellence. I mean, he is very savvy with lineups and setting up singles and doubles to make sure that they have the best pathway to reach those highest tournament levels possible. And like you said, just a great, genuine individual who means well for the community, means well for the school district, means well for the organization he works for during the day, during his daytime job. He has good intentions all the way around, and it definitely is showcased, and we get to see that firsthand here at Bryan Schools with him coaching for us. So congrats to him. What a well-deserved honor, and it's always great when you get a call that one of your coaches or individuals has received a state-level award like that.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, some big changes coming to the district, from new leadership in our buildings to more families getting access to our busing services. It's all about that BryanBuilt commitment to service.
Absolutely, Chris. It's about building a foundation that supports every student, whether they're in the classroom, on the tennis court with Coach Owens, or, as we're about to see, under the sea.
That's right. When we come back, we'll be joined by some of the cast of the BHS musical, The Little Mermaid, to talk about the grit, the costumes, and the countless hours of rehearsal it takes to bring this Disney classic to the Bryan stage.
You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
The historic Bryan Arts and Education building is being renovated for the next generation, transforming it into a welcoming, accessible space where performances and events can be comfortably enjoyed. The $6.2 million project adds lobby and backstage space, new seating, lights and sound system, accessibility, and additional parking. Because here in Bryan, art connects us. Your support, big or small, makes a lasting impact, inspiring generations to come. Donate and learn more at bryanarts.org.
And we're back. You're listening to the BryanBuilt podcast, and the energy in the room just shifted in a big way. We're moving from the district news to the center stage, and I got to say, this feels more like a Broadway rehearsal room right now.
Oh, it definitely does, Chris. We talk about grit and service every episode, but people sometimes forget the sheer amount of grit it takes to master a script, to learn the choreography, and bring a production to life like this in our community. It's
a massive undertaking. We're thrilled to be joined today by some of the stars of our upcoming BHS musical, The Little Mermaid. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to all of you. Thanks for being here.
All right, so we've got this going on, and Mr. Loop, I'll let you start, kind of introduce your crew and who they're playing, and just a little test, and then we can talk about the show itself.
Sure, sounds great. So right to my right, we have Noah Mills. He is playing the role of Prince Eric. Immediately next to him is Aaliyah Davis. She is playing the role of Ursula, the evil sea witch. And immediately to her right is Emma Schlade, who is playing the role of Ariel.
Awesome.
Very fun times. So excitement's building. We're a little over a week away.
Yes,
And it's different this year.
it is.
So let's take a dive in. So we are not in the auditorium for the first time in a long time.
Yes.
We'd have to do a stat check to figure out the last time a show was not performed in the auditorium, unless you know that off the top of your head.
My guess is it probably was the last time that the Arts and Education building underwent renovation, which would have been probably the 88, 89 school year.
Yeah.
I would agree with you, but I wasn't 100% sure how they handled that renovation time period, because I was a mere probably 3 or 4 years old at that point in time. But
I think I was 2 or 3.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. But yeah, our infant years, our toddler years. So anyway, it is different. Like everything else we do, it takes a wealth of community support and service, as we were talking off air a little bit, Chris and I, just about how everything, it circles around grit and service with the community and with each other. So this whole setup is, I guess, a showcase of that. So take me through, how has it been? We have set building happening at Spangler Candy. We have rehearsals and the actual show happening at New Hope Church. Take me through what's been some of the high points, some of the challenges, some of the maybe the things that you thought weren't going to go well that went well, and vice versa. Just kind of take us through what's happening.
Sure. So set building is taking place over at the building directly next to the Spangler Candy Company factory. We are currently in a space that's actually pretty comparable in size to the space that will be in the new renovated Arts and Education building, which is actually pretty cool in and of itself. The transition there, I thought, was going to be a lot more difficult than it ended up being. We had ample room. Once we had things going, we were able to knock set pieces and prop pieces out pretty darn quickly. The biggest challenges there are things that you really take for granted. Having paper towels, having running water in the room to clean paintbrushes, having to have things delivered to a building that you can't just escape to real quickly. But we're super grateful for our partners at Spangler Candy Company for allowing us to use that space. It's worked amazingly well for us. We've designed things so that we can bring them over to New Hope and move them in through the existent doors and assemble them on stage. We're going to start that assembly process on Easter Sunday for the show. So not too many unexpected challenges beyond those, but otherwise that space has worked out really, really well for us.
That's awesome. And then you obviously having a show in a different place, a church, you have to work with some logistics as services they have, and, dates and times of the show might be a little different because of that. And so that's also got to be a challenge, but also a blessing that you're able to actually do it.
Oh, absolutely. We are so grateful to New Hope for allowing us the use of their spaces. We've been accustomed over the course of the past just about 14 years plus, I can only speak to 14 worth, to be able to spread out all over a building. Right, so we're rehearsing on stage, we're rehearsing in the lobby, we're rehearsing in the gym, we're rehearsing in the cafeteria, we're rehearsing over in a dressing room. Hey, you guys go to the stairwell and you guys use this hallway. It's easy to take for granted how many spaces we've had to use at the Arts and Ed over the course of the past several years. But I will say I'm so proud of the cast for their ability to demonstrate grit and work themselves through rehearsing in different locations as a stage, even through the course of the week, right? I mean, we've had every Monday, where are we?
The kids' campus.
Yeah, we're over at the kids' campus every Monday. In fact, today is our very final kids' campus rehearsal. But the stage setup is entirely different there. We have to move things. Davis had a rehearsal. You know exactly where I'm going with this. We had a rehearsal down the hallway over towards the kids' zone, like playground that you see. But we're having a rehearsal there, while we're having a rehearsal in the lobby, while we're having a rehearsal in the old worship space there. So I'm super proud of the cast and crews for the way that they've approached those challenges. They've turned them into advantages, and it's made it easier for us to move things over to the stage, which has been fantastic. We've also, as we move over into the stage area, it's been interesting. We only have one way to get on and off stage, essentially.
Yeah.
And I think that one has posed some challenges, but it's really easy to know where you're going when you're done.
You don't get lost.
Where
in
do
the
you
sun.
enter? Well, from the backstage left door. Where do you know? So, and the one other thing I keep coming back to it. I'm so grateful to the students for the way that they have represented themselves in the school in a space that isn't theirs. We've had one very, very, very minor accidental issue, and I'm not throwing anybody under the bus right now, right at the beginning of our process, but the students have been so fantastic about being good stewards of that space, and it's something that I knew we weren't going to have to worry about, but I was still worried about, and as we enter this last week and a half, I'm just so grateful to y'all for how non-stressful that has been for me, so thank you.
I want to get to know the cast just a little bit. Obviously all three of you have been very much involved with productions here at Bryan. Emma, why don't you start and talk about like some of the stuff you've been in here at BHS specifically?
Oh, wow. Okay. So my freshman year, I was in Clue and Jekyll and Hyde. And then my sophomore year, I was in The Outsiders and High School Musical. And then this year I did the play, and I was narrator 2. Narrator 1. I was narrator 1. Yeah.
So out of those, which was your favorite?
I feel like probably Jekyll and Hyde. Just the overall experience, like, and getting to know so many different people in that group was really awesome.
That's awesome. How about you?
We've talked about this before. Yeah. Like we talk about, I feel like.
Have you been in all the same stuff she has?
Except for The Outsiders, and then obviously we're both seniors, but I was in Puffs, I was Ernie Mac, and then I was in Shrek, and I was one of the 3 blind mice. But I think every year definitely has its like good parts and its bad parts, but I think, yeah, Jekyll and Hyde or High School Musical were definitely my favorites.
How about you, Noah?
Yeah, I've done every single show since my freshman year. So I did Puffs, Shrek, and all of the ones that they listed. I think my favorite would definitely have to be Clue.
I like that show.
It was so much fun. It was a small cast and everyone knew each other. We were all really close friends, so the chemistry was just really great. And I have a lot of really good memories.
That's awesome. I just, as a person that isn't talented musically or on stage, I think the only time I've ever appeared on stage was my 8th grade A Christmas Carol, and I was Fezziwag, and that's the only thing I've ever done. So I'm in awe of the level of talent that is in our district as far as these kids. Like whether it's the pit orchestra or the singers or the actors, I mean, and that's just a testament to our staff and everything, but I'm blown away literally every time I watch a performance.
Oh, the talent level is through the roof.
It's crazy.
I mean, you all are simply amazing. I had a brief experience in 2 spring musicals when I was in high school, but I was in one scene, and I had my senior year. They dared to give me one line, and they went on a limb and gave me one line. But the experiences you have getting to, like Noah was just saying, the camaraderie that you build with your classmates and the experiences you have, I mean, it is. I encourage any high school student to give it a try. Even if it's being on stage is not your thing, or singing,
lights,
or
sound,
choreography is not your thing, give it a try. There is a role for you somewhere, whether it's on stage or with the crew to help out in some way, shape, or form. So if you're listening, if you're a high school student and you're an underclassman, give it a thought next year. It's definitely worth the time, and you'll build a lot of memories for the future.
All right, so tell us a little bit about, obviously Little Mermaid is a well-known movie, stage show. Any one of you can answer. Tell me, what are some of the differences that people might see when they come to a Bryan presentation of this? Obviously, it's not animated. But
Right. Well, so we're not actually under the water. In this.
okay.
Oh, you're
I
not?
know, it's really disappointing.
Oh,
Yeah.
here I was expecting, no.
Well, I can think of a couple differences, but I don't really want to spoil too much. All of the songs from the movie are in there, plus many more.
Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of fun to bring like a childhood movie, or Disney movie? I guess we'll just focus on Disney. Is it fun to bring that to life? Yeah. Like you know the characters. You've probably watched the movie, I'm guessing, if you're like me, multiple dozens of times.
Yeah.
Is that fun?
Yeah.
Do you have, I guess we'll just start with Emma, to my left. Do you have a favorite scene in the movie or in the musical?
By the looks of the scene, I would say Kiss the Girl, because like we have a bunch of different lighting going on and a lot of just movement everywhere, and it's really cool.
And that's a really neat scene, because I'm guessing if you don't have to give away too much, if it replicates what we're accustomed to seeing in the theatrical version, that involves a lot of parts to also be involved in the background surrounding the two that are singing, or the main focus of the scene, I should say. But very cool.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot happening in that scene.
Good. Aaliyah, how about you?
The favorite scene that I'm not a part of is definitely the seagull positivity number. So fun.
That one hurts a little bit.
A lot of falling over, a lot of learning. Yeah, I've done this show before, so I just love the entire show. But for the role that I'm in right now, I think Poor Unfortunate Souls is such a classic. It's very fun for me, and hopefully Emma too. But
a little. No, I'm just kidding.
Did you do that as part of the Fountain City Festival when they did it?
Yes, I did it when I was like
how old were you?
Oh my gosh.
Because that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was
Doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
No.
That was my first show actually
Really?
that I've ever done. And then I did it in Napoleon 2 years ago, I think.
That's neat.
Yeah.
How about you, Noah?
I would have to say my favorite scene overall is probably a song called Les Poissons, where the chef is singing a song about, cooking Sebastian.
Uh-huh.
And, Grayson Butler's playing the chef, and he's really amazing in that role, and I just love watching him every single time. But the scene that I like to do, like my favorite scene that I'm in, is probably the quartet song in the second act. It's a very emotional scene, and it's between Sebastian, King Triton, Ariel, and Prince Eric, and they're all in their own different places, but they're all singing about the same sort of thing. I don't want to give it away too much, but it's if you're gonna cry in the show, it might be during that scene.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, and I just want to point out that when you ask them for their favorite scenes, and the first thing that they recognized were scenes where they weren't the central focus, and I think that highlights one of the things that's really, really cool about theater in general. Is that it's a collaborative effort, right? So when we think through the things that we get excited about, we're rooting for our fellow castmates, for our peers as they move through things, and we find ways to support and appreciate what they're doing, which I think is pretty neat.
That is awesome. Let's do details on the show real quick so people can know how to get tickets, when the shows are, things like that. So
Absolutely.
I'll put you on the spot again there.
Yeah,
Mr.
okay. So we open next Thursday, which is April 9th. We go April 9th, April 10th, that Friday, and then April 11th. This is a change from the past. We usually have a Sunday show, but as our performance space is an active worship or house of worship, for some strange reason, it just doesn't work to have a Sunday show. So we're doing 7 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. on Friday, and 2 p.m. on Saturday. Tickets are $10 for students and $15 for adults. They can be purchased during business hours over at the high school or over at the Bryan Main Library during their business hours. We have tickets both locations. They will be available at the door. It is general admission, so you're not selecting your seats ahead of time. So if there's a particular place you want to sit, get into that lobby and get in line early so you can get the seat that you'd like.
That's awesome. All right, so what other things do we want to know?
Well, we're talking about the camaraderie that's built amongst the cast and the crew. So I know in rehearsals sometimes there's some hilarious moments that maybe erupt, or maybe some shenanigans from time to time. Take me through. Has there been one of those just epic moments thus far in your rehearsals that just stands out that you're going to look back and say, oh my goodness, remember when?
I mean, we talked about this behind the scenes, but I think my favorite funny moment was on Thursday when they said, "Hail King Triton," and then the hail came down.
Did it literally time up almost down to the minute?
It was close.
It was close.
It was
yeah.
And it's you have to picture Josh Sampson on the stage trying to deliver those lines, and he's getting louder and louder and louder, and the hail is getting louder and louder to the point where I'm 10 yards away and you couldn't hear a thing he was saying.
That's great. That's great.
Fun.
Love it.
Anybody else? have a funny scene?
I'll tell you when I graduate.
Oh.
Mr. Lupo, plug your ears.
Every moment on stage is fun. Every moment off stage is fun. Even when we're working, I still enjoy every moment.
So let's peel back the curtain on the three of you. So behind every great actor, we'd like to get to know them. It's like you like to get to know your Hollywood actors and actresses.
100%.
So they learned a little bit about me off air that I'm a pen popper, meaning if I have a pen in my hand, I like to see how high it'll pop off the table and catch it. Emma's been practicing while we've been off air a little bit. So I guess, do you have a fun fact about yourselves as an actor or actress that we should know about you?
Oh gosh.
I know, that's a tough question. That's deep.
This is the deep dive.
This is the deep dive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I went to state for bowling. I was actually supposed to be on this podcast, and then I got sick. So, yeah, state was really fun. I was the first boy in Bryan history to ever make it to state, and that was a really great experience. I wish I could have been there, with my team, but going as an individual was really great. And I placed 17th overall out of like 100 people. So
That's awesome.
Congrats,
Great job. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Ladies,
We both play tennis.
Yeah.
And fun fact, I've been doing shows since I was 9.
oh, very neat.
Nice.
Very neat. The stage is not a new setting to you.
It is not.
And the Arts and Ed was where my first show was. So.
Let me ask a question about that, especially you seniors that are not doing your last show in the Arts and Ed. What is that building? Because we've talked about it now on almost every podcast. What's going on over there? What is that building like meant to you? And are you excited with what it's going to be? So,
yeah, I guess I'll go first. I have been in every single production that building has done since 2022. So from 2022 until now, I had been in every single show, so every like Fountain City show and things like that. And that, like, my name is all over that building, I'm not gonna lie. Well, it was. I think I actually have a picture on my phone during the demolition where there's a room called the paint room where everybody writes their name, whether it be in marker or spray paint, and they had demolished all the way up to that wall with all of the names written on, and it was actually pretty sad to like take that picture and see, oh, this whole building's gone, but you could still see, my name big in spray paint.
It's still there.
Building.
yeah.
It's still, they haven't taken that portion down
Yeah.
yet. It's still there.
yeah.
Yeah, you can still see it. Yeah.
That building really means a lot to me, and I'm very excited to come back over the summer, hopefully, from college and do Fountain City production there when they're finished. I went to like the open house, and the renovations look really awesome.
It does. It's going to be really good for our community. And I kind of feel the same way as you did. I taught for 2 years in that building, and obviously I was involved in a lot of the productions, kind of just being there and all the little elementary music concerts and choir and orchestra and band. Yeah. So it's kind of mixed emotions when you think about it, but it's neat. How about you, Leah?
Yeah, it feels silly, like it's just a building, but like I've been there since I was like 6 doing musicals, or even like kindergarten, you're graduating from that and you're on that stage. I think everybody has a good memory from there. But yeah, like when I was envisioning, we do senior speeches, and I was envisioning that, and I knew we were going to be in the gym like we always are. And that's not happening. Like it's like completely flipping it on its head, and it's weirder than it should be for sure. And it's kind of not devastating, but it's disappointing that it's not what I expected it to be, but it's really not bad either. It's still gonna be really fun, and I've still had a really great year in the new building.
That's great. All right, what are future plans for you seniors? Do you have plans figured out yet? Kinda.
No, I will be attending the University of Toledo in the fall to pursue electrical engineering. I hope to still pursue music. I'm definitely going to play in the marching band, maybe do some local shows around there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I intend on getting some sort of degree in business. I'm not sure where I'm going yet. But yeah, I also want to still be a part of music and theater while I'm away, and coming back here, I will be a part of it.
That's awesome that they want to stay in their community.
That's great. And while we're on Aaliyah, I guess your fun fact.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do a fun fact. I guess I was a part of the alt strings program for 6 years. That's my fun fact, and then I'm really sad that I'm graduating, so and not being a part of that anymore. But
Yeah, me too.
we have our last concert this May out at the amphitheater, so I'm excited for that.
Perfect. All right. Well, make sure that you get out to the show again Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 7 o'clock on Thursday and Friday. That's the 9th and 10th.
You got it.
And then the 11th, 2 o'clock on Saturday.
Yep.
So should be a good show.
Be here before we know it. We know you'll break a leg. It's always a fantastic performance, and thanks for working through all the changes with the buildings, but we know it won't stop you from having a great show. So best of luck, and we can't wait to see it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, it's just incredible to hear about the number of hours going into this. I mean, we're excited to see it. So I appreciate you giving us a peek under the sea, as they say today. And, you guys are a great group of kids. And again, as I said, from the heart, every time I watch a performance, I'm impressed.
Oh, yeah. The three of you, Mr. Lupo included, with the staff and all the help that goes into this, and all of your cast and crew members, BryanBuilt at its epitome. I mean, it really is. It showcases through and through. So thank you for being you. It's a lot of fun to watch.
All right, well, we're going to let the cast get back to the stage, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, the tables are turning. Mark and I are headed to Slang School. We're going to see, we got some junior high students coming in to test our knowledge of slang and see if we're actually locked in or need to head back to middle school for some remedial lessons.
And that's no cap.
Absolutely. Hopefully you bring the Riz. We'll be back after this on the BryanBuilt podcast.
The Bryan Area Foundation and the BHS Class of 2025 want to encourage graduates of Bryan High School to return to Williams County to live, work, serve, and play. Upon graduating from an accredited college, university, or trade school, you may be eligible for a Welcome Home Scholarship, repaying up to $10,000 of federal student loan debt. Details in the online application can be found on the Bryan Area Foundation's website at bryanareafoundation.org. The first Welcome Home Scholarship will be announced and awarded at Bryan's homecoming game in October.
And we're back. You're listening to the BryanBuilt podcast, episode 5. We just had an incredible look behind the curtain with the cast of Little Mermaid, and it's clear that that crew is going to make some serious magic on stage.
Yeah, they really do, Chris. But as they headed back to rehearsal, I realized something. I understood about half of the theatrical terms that they were using. And it made me wonder how much of our everyday student language we're actually catching.
Well, wonder no more, because it's time for us to head to the classroom. We're officially opening up our newest segment, Slang School. Mark and I are teaming up today to see if we can decode the modern-day dialect of the Bryan Middle School hallways.
Chris, I'm a little worried. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little worried because we are the epitome or the definition of old school.
We are.
So our knowledge might fail us here, but I'm ready to put our heads together and see if we can earn at least a passing grade.
All right. And just like my previous segments, I put some production together for this one.
I love
so
it.
Let's give it a listen.
Slang school, slang school, bringing the words that the kids all use. Slang school, slang school. Guess what it means? Can you read the clues?
It is very Beaverish. I like it though.
Slang school, talking like the hallway crew. Slang school, one word closer to the students and you.
It's like Beaver in the 86.
Class in session for you.
All right, class is in session. We're going to welcome our junior high correspondents,
Ding, ding, ding,
Gabi, Malanga, and Bree Herman. Welcome. And we're going to see if we're actually locked in or head for detention. Are you guys ready for this?
Yes. Yeah.
How do you think we're going to do?
I think
Horrible.
I think you guys are gonna fail.
Are they ready for this? Chris, that's an understatement. They're not elaborating enough. They walked in and they just had this grin on their face from ear to ear, and they wanted to just, I guess, pierce some I don't know if they have these evil desires. They want to see us fail, or they want to touch our souls where they know more than us or something. I had this vibe when they walked in the door, they're going to dominate us.
I know. Well, I know Gabi was one of the first listeners to the first podcast, and she wanted to come on and do something. So here we are. They put this together. So how this is going to work is they're going to give us a term. You and I are going to try to figure out 10 seconds to figure out what it might mean. We're going to come up with a guess.
We get 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
A guess, so no Googling.
Okay.
And then they've got some students that are going to be helping us out with the definitions.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Do you girls want to introduce yourselves real quick to us?
I'm Bree Herman, and I'm an 8th grader.
I'm Gabi Malanga, and I'm an 8th grader.
Do you know Gabi?
I do.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Well, welcome, girls.
All right.
We're ready for this, just so you know.
All right.
Okay, your first word you have to define is locked in.
Locked in.
Locked
Okay,
in.
So to me, that means like you're focused and you're ready to go.
Definitely focused, determined, and you were like engaged. Like you
Okay.
were locked in.
Are we locked? Okay. All right. Here, let's play the video.
Can you define lock in for us?
It's when you are hyper-focused and cannot be distracted by others.
I give that a green light.
I think you guys got that one right.
They started easy on us.
We got to play the ding sound effect, not the buzzer. All right. 1 for 1. We'll take it.
Your next word you have to define is aura.
Aura. Spelled A-U-R-A?
Yeah.
I was gonna say like kind of like the aura you bring around you, like like your MO, like the vibe you bring. Like
Let's go with
like
that.
your aura. Like
Yeah, let's go with that. The vibe you bring.
Can you define aura for us?
It means being really cool.
Really cool. What do you think? Did we pass?
I think you guys kind of got it right. Like, I think that's like half
of a
point.
I think
I'll
half
take a
point.
half there.
I'll take
Yeah,
a
I think it's half point.
I'll take a
going with
half
this.
there. Yeah.
I'm going with the dinger.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So 1.5.
Okay.
Much better than I thought.
Much better start. I thought we'd go for 10 to be honest with you.
All right.
But
Okay, your next word is cooked.
oh, this is easy. Cooked. Like I cooked you. Like you're playing basketball. You cross them over. You break their ankles. You score on them. You just cooked them. I mean, you just took them to the house.
You know.
You owned them. You dominated them. You cooked them. Right?
Is that right? Let's see.
Can you define cooked for us?
It means like that you're not doing something that good.
So you cooked somebody as a verb, but the person that got beat was cooked.
Yeah.
So if I said I'm cooked for this test, it means I'm not gonna do good in this test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I say you guys got it right. I
Yeah.
say Mr. Rairigh was very confident on that. I say he got it right.
That is a very common term
That's right.
in the Rairigh household. I will admit that. So I have my own teenagers as well, and cooked is something that I even use in the house. Like, I just cooked you. You have no idea. Yeah.
All right.
Love it. Okay.
We're doing better than I thought.
2.5 for 3.
That's right.
Okay, your next word is rage bait.
Okay, so I know this, Chris.
Oh, do you?
All right, yes. It's like you are trying to bait them into crashing out. Did you hear that? Look at that. I just crossed 2 together. You're baiting them into having a rage out, into having like an anger meltdown. Like rage. Like if I were to rage bait you, I'd be like, Chris, your shoes look ugly today. Like, and then you get a little mad, and I'd be like, hey, Chris, do you remember the score of the BG game? They lost to Toledo by 1. Hey, Chris, remember when Notre Dame didn't make the national championship? Like, that's all rage baiting.
And I'm cooked.
Yeah. And he just got cooked. And then he might crash out.
Can you define rage bait?
It means to purposely make someone mad.
I think we did it.
We nailed it.
Yeah.
3.5 for 4. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
The rest of these have to be really hard.
Gotta be really hard.
Probably are.
Okay.
Your next word, you have never heard this, Dad. I've never said this. Unk.
Unk. So does that mean she says it all the time?
I don't know.
I'll spell it for you. U-N-C.
Is it short for uncle?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta think how their minds think. It's gotta be short for uncle, which everyone's got that one random cool uncle. So if that's unk, man, you're so unk, bro. Let's go cook them in the basketball game after school today. Come on, let's go uncle. Right? Is that?
I'll go with that.
Am I close?
Yo,
All right,
listen to it.
let's play it back.
Can you define the word unk for us?
Old, gray hair, crippled, like Mr. Brown or Mr. Inselman.
Is Mr. Brown listening? Mr. Brown, if you're tuning in, you are officially an unk. I love it.
It was Mac Inselman, and he said his dad's name too. So.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know if we were on that one.
No,
You guys
I think
were
pretty
on that.
confident.
You got that wrong.
So it's old, gray hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
we're
you
not
got-
we're not unk yet.
I definitely
We're not unk
won't.
yet. No.
She calls me old all the time.
Don't cook yourself. You are not Unc.
No cap.
No cap. That's right.
Oh, I hope he has a camera on.
You just rage baited yourself.
Oh my god. Okay. This is a phrase. Your next phrase is just put the fries in the bag.
Just put the fries in
Just
the bag.
put the fries in the bag. Like, okay.
Telling somebody to hurry up.
Okay, I can go with that. Trying to hurry up, or
I'm getting my finger
let's go
over
with
the
it.
buzzer.
Yeah, let's go with it. Just hurry up. Just
Finger
just
over
put
the
fries.
buzzer.
Get it over with. Yeah.
Can you define just put the fries in the bag for us?
Yeah, put the fries in the bag is like just telling someone to do something that they're not like willing to do. Just do it. That's basically what it's saying.
I think Mr. Malanga's spot on.
Yeah, I say you got that right.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are really doing well. If I keep it score correctly, that would be 5.5.
That's pretty
correct.
good.
And we'll call it one wrong.
Yeah.
So 5.5 out of 7.
All right. That's better than I thought.
Or 6.
How many would we do?
This is the seventh one.
This is a 7.
So we're 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, your next 2 words. Oh, and teachers help give definitions for these.
Oh.
So you should know these.
You should know these. If teachers know these, you should know these. Okay, your
put
next
pressure on
word is mewing.
Mewing.
And could you give us an example if you know what that means?
Mewing.
That's like a
Just
kid
stop.
meowing.
Just stop mewing. Like just spit it out clearly. Stop mewing.
I have no idea.
Am I close?
Can you define mewing and then give us an example?
Kids, you all gotta work on these jot lines. I mean, like.
Wait. Let me
Wait,
guess.
is it-
What teacher was that?
That was Luthi, but
That
what
was
is-
Luthi.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
Also, Mom does this all the time, so.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you just.
You're like showing off your jawline.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what mewing is?
Yeah.
apparently.
Showing off your jawline?
Apparently.
There's a way to do it. I don't know. People do it.
That's a big.
Now, every time I shave in the morning, I'm going to say,
Yeah.
I'm mewing.
That's a double. Wow.
I'm mewing.
Never heard of
How do you
that.
spell mewing?
MEWING.
So like a baby kitten making noise.
What's the origin of that word?
What's the
There's like a way that
etymology?
you like press your tongue to the roof of your mouth,
And it makes your,
and
like,
it makes your
cheeks
jawline like sharper.
It's like a spelling bee.
It is.
You get the origin and everything.
Entomology, please.
Mewing.
Okay.
The next one we had a teacher define for us also. It's clock it.
Clock it. Well, like when you're clocking it, football, you're stopping the play. You're clocking it.
Yeah,
right?
or
So
I like almost envision like book it, like it's done, like put it in the books, clock it, take it, own it,
I don't know.
turn it in, submit it, clock it, like punch it, like time punch, like time card. Can I get the spewing of clock it?
Spewing.
The spelling, sorry.
Oh,
the
spelling.
The spelling. See, too many words are throwing my mind into
It's
places.
like how you would spell like a clock, like how you see the time, and then just it.
Okay.
But it's two separed words. It's
Yeah.
clock and then it's it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play.
I'm going to go with what I just described.
Yeah.
Can you define clock it for us?
It means get it.
And then can you give us an example?
So it means get it?
Yeah.
Get it?
Do you know how to do it? See if you just
To
did
clock
that.
it?
That's a thing?
This
Yeah,
is clock
you got
it?
this. You gotta like when someone does something good, you gotta be
Yeah.
like clock it.
Oh, we got that totally wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, that was alright.
That was pretty bad. Okay. So that's what, 2 wrong or 3 wrong?
Clock it.
Okay.
That would be 3. That would be 3. Clock that.
Your next word is beefing.
It's when you're arguing with somebody.
Beefing? Oh,
Yeah.
I like. Yeah, you're spot on.
Yeah, when
We're
you and I,
beefing.
yeah, we're beefing.
We're beefing. Like we're beefing about
Yeah.
Notre Dame and Michigan football.
That's
we're,
right.
We're beefing.
Yep, absolutely.
We all know Michigan is better, right?
Addie, can you define beefing for us?
Beefing is like when someone is in a fight or like having issues with a fight. And I have a lovely example.
And is beefing spelled just like it sounds? BEFING?
Mm-hmm.
Beefing.
Beefing. Sorry.
Okay. Your last word, which kind of describes this whole like all these words, is brain rot.
Brain rot.
I think that's just what it
sounds like.
Just what it sounds like. It's brain rot. Like you're just wasting time. You're not building yourself into anything better. You're just brain rotting. Like when you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, watching YouTube shorts.
You're doom scrolling.
Yeah, you're clocking in, scoring, or scrolling. you're just brain rotting. Like, it's just brain rot. Like, waste of time, killing time, meaningless. Am I right? Am I close?
Okay, Liam, can you define brain rot for us?
Brain rot is something that's really funny. Like, really funny.
Okay, and then can you give us an example?
Like 6'7".
That was great.
Oh, Mr. Davis.
Mr. Davis.
Dropping the old 6'7" there.
We got it wrong, though, right? That's totally wrong.
Yeah,
We're
brain
totally
rot. I was way off.
All right, we have to give our official. So we went, what, 6 for 10?
We'll call
5.5 for 10?
We'll call it 5.5 for 10.
We did 50%. That's passing, right?
We'll call it 55%. It depends on how our grading scale is. We could be
It's like a D.
potentially reaching a D status.
Maybe we could.
I mean, that's no cap.
That's right.
And we did not get cooked.
We did not. This segment was really bussing.
Their faces say it all.
Thank goodness this is a
Now you just gave us ammunition. You realize what you did is we have 10 words listed here, and we're gonna, we can walk around proudly mewing. All right, we can clock it in anytime we want, and we can just no beefing, no cap, right? And we can. Right? And
not only is it the two of them,
you gave us brain rot. You just gave us brain rot that we can use all the time.
I hope you guys use this as an advantage. Like, I hope you use these words.
I think the next challenge should be you guys giving us words and seeing if we know them.
Oh, that would be easy too.
That would be easy
we
too.
Could come up with some old school terms. Yeah. Make your brain, well, I wouldn't say rot, but it would be brain rot. It'd be fun. So I think we have to, if we ever get another major announcement, we have to do it all in this type of lingo.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do morning announcements like this.
Oh, that'd be cool. All right, I just have one question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On a scale of straight fire to total chuggy, which were we?
You know we're on fire.
I'd say you're on fire.
That's the only answer.
I say on fire. I say on fire.
Well, there we go.
Clock it. Clock it. Clock that in right now.
Why did we do this? No dad's gonna come home and be like, guess what, Gabby? Clock it.
That's true. So there you go. Wow, that was fun.
You could rage bait Gabby.
I could rage bait her all the time. We'd be beefing pretty badly.
You would be beefing for shizzle. Is that still a thing for shizzle?
Throwing the Snoop Dogg in.
I've heard it thrown around once in a while.
That would be when we get that.
Maybe yours. I'm a little bit older than Shizzle. So, awesome. Well,
girls, thanks for the ammunition.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
We appreciate that.
And I think we outperformed our expectations.
We did.
That was good. That was good. I feel confident. And that's something we're going to
You said we're going to go 0 for 10.
I felt 0 for 10. I really did. But I wasn't going to allude to that with them. Because like I said, they walked in with this grin on their face. They were going to dominate us today. And I think we landed in a pretty good place.
We did.
Okay. They didn't see that coming, the final question. And we are on fire.
That's right.
Tell the world that we're on fire.
Absolutely. Thank you, Gabi. Thank you, Bree. Welcome back to episode 5 of the BryanBuilt podcast. Chris Malanga alongside Mark Rairigh, and it's time for our community Q&A. Let's look into the Golden Bear mailbag. So we always ask our people to go to podcast@bryanschools.net and submit their questions. We've answered questions about cheese toasties and all sorts of different things. So what's today's question?
Well, it's getting asked me frequently as we see the construction progress continuing to progress over at the middle and high school. And as the temperatures begin to warm, we have continually said that this project is a one-year project and it will be done by June 1st. However, when you look at it, it looks like there is still a lot to do. That is true. There is still a lot to do. Yep. But it is still on track to be complete by June 1st. So as we dive into the interior of the new addition, the Career Tech Center, as of this episode being recorded, is having all of the machinery moved in.
Awesome.
So machines will be in place, tools will start to come in, and that room will be the first section of the expansion that will be complete. So we're looking forward to Bernie Davis, our instructor, having a hand in the placement of some of the machinery. And once that's in, it's a few weeks of some punch list items, and they'll be able to rock and roll in there, and he'll be able to get things tested and ready for those students coming in next school year. So that's well on its way. Next, on the other side of the hallway is the new junior high gymnasium. As of this broadcast being recorded, that gym floor is installed and is being stained. So the three-point arc, the key and foul line paintings, the half-court lines, the out-of-bounds lines, everything on the floor is getting accomplished as we speak. And then next up would be the installation of the bleachers. So once the bleachers are in, it's a touch-up of some paint because the scoreboards are already in, and the sound components are hooked up. So that is well on its way as well.
Did I hear a rumor that you may have made the first shot on the basketball hoops?
Okay, that's 100% true, Chris. So I'm a basketball guy. I'm not going to hide it.
Are.
And I thought, man, the first shot on this basket has to be a make. You can't open a new gymnasium on a missed shot, whether it's a practice. So, yes, I took a basketball in there and made sure that the first shot on the hoop was a made basket. There was a ton of pressure on my shoulders. I may have even alligator armed it a little bit, but I wanted to make sure that I kissed it off the glass and just had it land right through the net nicely. And it is physical proof that the first shot on that basket was a made basket. So
nice.
We hope that christens the gymnasium into many more made baskets and hopefully many wins for the Golden Bears.
Absolutely. And then, of course, the weight room's also over in that building.
Weight room, yep. That's going to be the final room that's completed. That is on the north side of the expansion. And yet to come is the floor installation. They're painting it in there right now. Once the floor is in, we have actually ordered a wealth of new weight equipment that's going to be installed in there. That'll be coming the first week of June because they're telling us that we'll be able to move in there with our own equipment during that first week of June. So
nice.
Again, everything's on schedule and on pace to be done by June 1st. You'll also see the turf on the outside of the weight room on the north side. That'll be installed in mid-May. So that already has the stone base excavated, and that will really help shape up the exterior borders. Along with that, a new service drive, and then eventually the dirt will be leveled out and grass seed will be planted as we get into growing season.
Wow. Lots of things going on. And then, of course, you have stuff over at the A&E with the demolition still occurring for the next couple weeks.
That too is set to be done around the beginning of May. You're going to see a slowdown with some progress on bricks and mortar actually coming down to the ground because they have to now intricately cut.
Be gentle.
Yes, intricately cut the attached gymnasium to the stage area or auditorium that we're saving. So that will slow the process down. They want to make sure they do that the right way.
Absolutely. All right. Well, there you go. There's our community Q&A. Construction update. And if you have a question for us, go to podcast@bryanschools.net. Leave a question or comment. You may be hearing it on the next episode of the podcast. All right, we're getting ready. We've had a great, fun-filled, packed episode of learning about our slang knowledge or lack thereof. We also learned about our musical. And now let's do something we love to do at the end of every show, which is our Golden Bear Standout.
So this is tough. Every episode, it's getting tougher and tougher because there's so many people that are so deserving to be given a very formal shout out. But for this episode, we're going to focus on 2 kindergarten classrooms.
Okay.
So I have the pleasure of being a part of Rotary, and Rotary has what's called a Rotary Readers Program, in which Rotarians go into classrooms and they read books to students. Just a great way to connect community members to the students and a great way to focus on the very foundational aspects of education, that being reading. So I have the pleasure of being in Mrs. Nowachyk's kindergarten classroom along with Mrs. Miner's kindergarten classroom. And let me tell you what, I am so fortunate and blessed to go in and witness what they are accomplishing in those rooms day in and day out. It is incredible how far they have taken these kindergartners from the start of the school year until these months of spring, and that is because of their complete dedication to detail, to making sure that every student is given every opportunity to grow, and they make learning fun, they make it enjoyable. The kids are excited to be a part of every aspect of that classroom, and they do it all with such great classroom management. They have even a fun system I always like to highlight every time I walk in the room and I look at their star jar.
Okay.
And they have a jar that has to get filled with stars based on good behavior and good decisions and good output. And it's fun to watch that star jar rise being filled with stars. And if they hit the threshold of filling the jar with stars, they get a fun reward.
That's
so
awesome.
They've been able to have some really fun rewards over the course of the year. But that all comes because of Mrs. Nowaczyk and Mrs. Miner's dedication, their countless efforts and their relationships that they build with those students. Those kids just adore them. They look up to them, and they are so fun to watch in action. I actually enjoy more, it's fun to go read to the kindergarten students, but I could just sit in there and watch them excel at their craft of teaching, and just watching the kids' faces as they, the light bulb goes off, that aha moment, and the kids thoroughly enjoy being a part of the process with them. So shout out to Mrs. Nowaczyk, shout out to Mrs. Miner for being BryanBuilt leaders in all that they do and leading those little kindergarten students towards great things, and we know that will pay off as they grow and mature over the years.
Well, congratulations to them. Well, that's going to do it for another episode 5 of the BryanBuilt podcast. Again, visit our website at podcast@bryanschools.net. Give us your feedback, ask your questions, and let us know what you think of this. We're starting to get some numbers growing, and share it with your friends and family. So we definitely want you to do that. All right, for Superintendent Mark Rairigh, I'm Chris Malanga. Thanks for listening to episode 5 of the BryanBuilt podcast. And as always, I'm going to let you take us home.
My favorite part, Chris. Remember, greatness isn't born, it's BryanBuilt.
See you next time.